What's up, everybody? We are back. This is day 20 of the 30-day Design Your Life series. Time is flying. It's great to be back. I'm here today to talk about a very important subject, and it's about raising your standards. I want you guys to do a survey in your life and say, what areas of your life are you tolerating less than you deserve? Are you tolerating less than you are capable of? I want you to think about your standards. Where in your life do you need to raise your standards? And I guarantee you there are areas, there are more than one area for sure. There are multiple areas where you need to raise your standards. And what happens is after a while with a lot of things, we start to tolerate lower standards and we start to push it down inside of us, okay? And if somebody interviewed us and asked us if we were satisfied with the standard we are living at in certain areas, we would say no. Even if other people spoke to you probably in the way you speak to yourself and the thoughts you think, you wouldn't tolerate it. If other people that you cared about treated themselves in certain areas, you probably wouldn't tolerate it. You would encourage them to raise their standards. But because of it's ourselves and we find reasons to justify in our head why everything is okay and why it's different for us and why it's more challenging for us and why all these obstacles are preventing us from living at a certain standard. We justify that because it's our thought pattern, okay? So what I'm saying for you today is a challenge on this day 20 of the 30-day Design Your Life series. I want you to do a survey. I want you to think about your relationships. I want you to think about your family life. I want you to think about your fitness. I want you to think about your health and nutrition. I want you to think about your business, your entrepreneurial journey, or your career. I want you to think about your finances, your money habits. I want you to think about, all different aspects of your life, your relationship with yourself, your self-talk, your emotional health, okay, your mental health, your peace of mind, your self-worth, your self-love. I want you to think about write down all of these different areas of your life. And I want you to look and say, where do I need to raise my standards? What areas of my life am I tolerating things I shouldn't tolerate? Because we're all tolerating lower than we should. We should all have higher standards for most areas of our life. But I really want you guys to do your due diligence today on yourself. I want you to survey on yourself. And then I want you to put a plan in place to raise your standards. And you might look at an area of your life and say, my fitness is below standard. I'm tolerating stuff I shouldn't tolerate. What's the 1, 2, 3 things I can do now, immediately, to raise that standard? And it could be, eating healthier, reducing sugar in your diet, not smoking, drinking less, being more active, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, running, walking, whatever it is, jumping jacks in the house, mountain climbers, just being active 10 minutes a day, then 15 minutes a day, then 20 minutes a day. How can I tolerate, how can I increase my standard, raise my standard in my financial habits? Save more, spend less, invest more, start a business, get a new stream of income. How can I raise my standards in relationships? Do some due diligence on your relationship. What do you need to improve? Where can you improve? It's very important to take stock of our life regularly. In a day, you can look at what happened. Where can I improve? I'd say in a week, you can see a lot more in a week. What happened in a week? Where did I tolerate things I shouldn't? Where can I raise that? How about in a month? A month is a good period of time. You can see a lot happen. I don't think you should go longer than a month. You might say, I'll do it every year. A lot can happen in a year. I don't know if it's a good idea to wait a year to check where you've been tolerating less than you're capable of. So I think daily we should do a little review, but minimally weekly and at worst monthly, we should look at where do we need to raise our standards. And definitely for yourself, for your thinking, for your language, your self-talk, you need to raise those standards. Remember, you get in life what you tolerate. And if you're not happy where you are, it means you need to raise your standards. If you're not waking up energized, feeling grateful, feeling blessed, having a zest for life, having power, having motivation, if you're not waking up with that, it means you need to raise your standards. You're probably settling. A lot of us settle into relationships we don't really want. We settle into jobs we don't like. We settle in neighborhoods, cities, countries that we don't love. And I want you to be a bit riskier. I want you to have more courage, because life on the other side of that fear, that's where the magic is. That's where you feel love every day. You feel joy. You feel blessed. You feel energized. That's where the vibration is higher and you can attract people into your life. on that frequency, okay? Because things that are happier, closer to your truth, are on a higher frequency. When you're out of alignment with who you're meant to be, the further you are away from who you're meant to be, the further away from your truth, the lower the vibration, the lower the frequency. And that's where stress comes, and fear and anger and hate and doubt and resentment and jealousy and envy and all these bad things. So the more you can align with your truth, with who you're meant to be, okay, the more you raise those standards for yourself, the higher quality of life you'll have. So do you want a higher quality of life? Well, then you need to raise your standards, because maybe subconsciously, subliminally, you're tolerating some bullshit that you normally wouldn't tolerate. But you get used to it, it becomes familiar, and then you justify it and you push it down and you push it back. That's not serving you guys. You deserve more. This is a short life. This is one life. You need to design your life. I'm always talking about your life by design. It's not by default, it's by design. So you need to take that power back. So maybe today you needed to hear this message. Do a survey. Where do I need to raise my standards in my life? And then what steps can I take now? You don't have to make a big deal and say, I'm starting a week from now. Don't declare that. Just do it. If you look at your health and fitness, just make that change. If it's finances, make that change. If it's your job or your business, make that change. Don't declare it and put it off and make it a big thing. Just do it. Do the damn thing. This is it, day 20. Raise your standards. Raise your standards in your life, and your life will become magical. It's a beautiful world we live in. It's time to enjoy it on the highest level. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Don't settle for less than you are capable of. Raise your standards, open your mind, believe everything is possible, put no limits on your imagination. Your imagination is there to create. It's not there for worry. So create your life, design your life. That is day 20. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.